Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. So, Invincible season three episode premiere just dropped on Amazon. I kind of forgot that it was out there, but I knew season three was on the way, so I decided to just binge all three episodes. So I'm just going to give a brief overview of my thoughts on this season so far. The end of last season kind of got me excited for the future of the series because this is a common thing that we do with these powerful characters like Superman or Spider-Man or Thor. Yeah, we always dumb them down for some reason, which I just never really understood and still understand to this day. I mean, just look at the new Super Friends trailer. The first shot of the trailer, Superman beaten and bruised and bleeding, breathing that should never happen with that character. So Mark Grayson, I know Mark Grayson's a young kid when the series starts, so I gave him a little bit of slack season one. It's time we get to season two, and this crazy dimension hopping dude wrenches his mother and breaks her arm and stuff like that. I'm like, Mark, yeah, the glove's got to come off, pal. It's like, even his crazy father, I'm the guy saying, like, it's kill or be killed. Because the Vulture Knights, they don't play around. They almost killed them. The Vulture Knights don't play around. So when Mark finally took this dude out, like for good, I got kind of excited. I'm like, oh snap. Now I could finally do something interesting with the show. Because I was afraid they were going to continue to make a puss for the rest of the series. I'm like, so that kind of gets on my nerves with these type of characters, like Spider-Man and Thor, Superman in particular, because I don't know if they do it because like for like normies out there, muggles out there that don't know the comics, but for me, I need these characters to actually be what they're supposed to be. And when we tone them down, I think it takes something away. So now we could have more conflict, and we're already starting to see that with the first couple episodes of the series or season. So Mark and Eve are together now. I know they were being shipped throughout the first couple of seasons. I fear they were getting together at some point. Now, where I started to like scratch my head a little bit was when Mark mentioned to Eve that he told her about the future version of her that he saw from another timeline after he killed the dimension hopping guy. I'm like, why would you tell her that? It's like there's one thing you really shouldn't do is it's mess with time. Like you just create a time paradox. And two, I would have wanted to actually hear the conversation because I would have wanted to actually see her reaction to it. Because again, time paradox, pal. Like the one thing I learned from the Flash TV show is that really shouldn't be messing with time travel. And then another thing I had to scratch my head was I think it was the second episode. Mark's mom started dating again, which I think is kind of gross. But she told this dude she's dating Mark's identity. I'm like, what? And there's really no like confrontation about it from Mark on Mark's happy half. He's just like, okay, mommy, I know you want to talk, need to talk to people, so it's okay to write on my identity. Like, no, it's not really not okay. As if the wrong person gets a hold of that guy, because I think it's Paul or something, and figures out that he's close with someone in Mark's family, it's right back to square one. Someone's going to take advantage of him, and he's going to squeal. Even he tried to shake it. Who's going to tell? You don't know. That's the whole point. That's why he wears a mask. This is why in most comics, the parents don't even know about the hero's powers. It was before the Incredibles and all that stuff. But I like the season so far. I like Mark Grayson's development, especially with the new suit he has, blue and black. Like his entire attitude is completely changed. I love it. Absolutely love it. This is what I was looking forward to after the last season. Like finally, going to do something different. Because like you look at this character like Superman, like he's always going to be a Boy Scout. The only time Superman really goes over the edges with Doomsday, that cost him just about everything. But like at least with this, you can have more conversations about it. He and Cecil are at odds now. He left the Guardians of the Globe was split in half like in Captain America Civil War. They were on opposing sides because Cecil had like a bomb planted in Mark's head or something in case he went rogue. Which again, he's like the Nick Fury type character, so it makes sense something like that to happen for him to do that type of thing. It was interesting. It's good for drama, that's for damn sure. And I actually enjoyed every second of it. Like I just love seeing Mark just completely lose it. Like acting the way I think a hero with his type of power should really act. Honest truth. I'm getting kind of tired of gritty TV shows. I always gotta do the right thing type of crap. Like these characters, especially with this type of powers, is more interesting if someone struggle a little bit more than just automatically do good stuff like Superman, which is part of makes Superman born because he never struggles. Which I guess might be the point of the new film. Maybe we'll see. I guess, but I like seeing this new attitude from Mark Grayson in these first three episodes of the season. So it looks like these episodes are going to drop on Thursdays, which probably really means Wednesdays early in the morning. So I'll probably review like two or three at a time. We'll see how many episodes the season has. Looks like it might be 9 or 10. I don't think they're going to do another long break, which is good because I think that kind of ruined the last season. Like originally, I liked Invincible because it was original, it's different, and I really do like the fact that he fights like random villains in like every other episode. I really like seeing that type of stuff. It gives me inspiration for my own stories. So I like that a lot. Really do. Um, they show glimpse of Omni Man in space in one of the post-credit sequences. And I'm like, don't turn him into a softie, please don't. Part of the appeal of that character is he's such a freaking badass. And of course, got to talk about little Damian Wayne. I mean, I knew this kid was going to be crazy. I didn't know. I had no idea he was going to be this insane. He really is Omni Man 2.0. So the kid with the purple face is Mark's half brother or something, and he has developed superpowers, and he's already kind of a pain in the ass. But I kind of like the way he's written in this show. He reminds me of Damian Wayne. I can't stand Damian Wayne in the comics, but his attitude I think is kind of hilarious in a way. It's because he just tells you like it is. I'm like, I think it provides an interesting dynamic from Mark and other heroes, including this kid. Who I can see this kid becoming a villain actually. And I haven't read those particular comics yet. I know the Blue and Black suit is a completely separate, in a way, a separate series. It shows like a darker side of Mark Grayson's character. So I'll definitely be sure to pick that those comics up. in the near future. Next time Matt Barnes novels, perhaps. But I think this is a very strong start to the season. It's I'm liking it so far, I really am. I'm a little shocked that they had a 3 episode premiere. I don't know why these streaming sites are doing that 3 episode stuff, especially when it's not on network TV. When it's not on network TV, you don't need to drop 3 episodes at once. But it works for me because I love binging these TV shows. But I think the highlight for me this season is definitely Mark's new attitude so far. I like seeing him go off on Cecil and just like on in a way not holding back anymore. Which again for me makes some of these characters kind of boring when they always hold back. So I thought that was kind of interesting because everybody struggles. So like no one's 100% good or bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one's 100% one way or the other. It's always going to be struggles. So I like seeing that dynamic with Mark Grayson finally. I think the character is really going to his own, and I'm really excited to see where the show goes with his little brother. What's the kid's name? Oliver or something. I'm really excited to see where they go with that kid. Uh, I like him and Adam Eve together. I've never understood the whole dynamic with superpowered beings with regular chicks. To me, it just never made any sense. Superman and Lois, for example, I never understood how they can even be together without him killing her in the act of getting together. Just to me, it was always so stupid. Superman and Wonder Woman, on the other hand, I like those two better together. Mark and Amber was a terrible match, so I'm glad that's finally done. This so relieved that it's finally done. She was a terrible girlfriend to him. Terrible. So I'm pleased to see him with finally with Eve. I'm glad they took their time and built up to it. This is definitely going to be a dramatic season. I think he was stupid for telling her about the future version of her. He was like, "Oh, the only reason you're asking me now is because of the future of me or something." I'm like, "That's exactly what it sounds like." I was like, "I don't know why you would tell her that, dude. This, all the things you could say to a broad." I was like, "I don't know exactly what to expect in the rest of the season. That's part of what excites me about it. I'm sure Omni Man will return. I'm sure the Ultramites will return at some point. I'm sure we'll get more random villains, which is one of my favorite parts about the show, the random villains in every other episode. So now the third episode in particular was more about Cecil, which I found to be quite fascinating. We find out exactly why he does what he does. So he's like definitely like a Nick Fury type character. And when the kid met him, he was like, "We tell superheroes what to do." Yeah, pretty much. So, like I said, the Guardians of the Globe have split in half, like in Captain America: Civil War, because of what Cecil tried to do to Mark Grayson during one of the confrontations. And I got I was on the edge of my seat with these first couple episodes. I'm like, wow, this is really good. We're just going into it from like a regular viewer perspective because I haven't really caught up on the comics per se. I bought the Invincible Compendium from Barnes and Nobles a couple of weeks ago, but the apparently, from what I hear from Invincible fans, the blue and black suit is a completely separate story for and a separate arc from Mark Grayson. And judging by these couple episodes, I'm really excited to see where that goes.